All right, all right, all right, all right. We're back, we're back, we're back. Man, that was not fun. So, I'm back, dog. I'm back. Oh, God. All right, well, I lowered my settings, and let's see if it does any better. Um, I was over on Twitch trying it out, and it seems to be working better with these settings, so we'll give it a try. We'll give it a try. All right, so let's do something here. Actually, I think we're good. All right, welcome back, guys. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I'm in dev mode with my glasses on now. Contacts are getting annoying, so switching it up a little bit. But yeah, so I wanted to show you guys some gameplay. Really, it's nothing fancy. It's just dev stuff. So let me all right, let me get back to business and get some gameplay going. Turn this music off a little bit because we're gonna hear the music in the game. So let's start it up. See what we got here. Looks like we're much healthier now. What's going on, Skid Row 007? Welcome to the channel. Alright, Legend Bowl, Legend Bowl, Legend Bowl. So we're playing Legend Bowl. Let's see. Okay, everything's looking pretty. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and play an exhibition, and I have a number of different tests or whatever I want to do. I want to just get some notes down from my stream. Whoops. Okay. Let's just do it this way. Sorry, just trying to get my windows set up here. Okay, hopefully you guys can see that better. Hopefully you guys are able to, catch the stream. What's going on, Just Marv? I mean, I feel pretty good about what I have so far. I mean, I've been working on this for too long. This is my first game, and I've had a lot of different things that have come up in the way. So for it being my first game, I'm pretty happy with where I'm at. But I also know I have a lot of work to do. So there's no celebrating. No celebrating right now. I'm gonna go ahead and do the Buffalo Steel. Now the graphics might look a little off because I have it in window mode. At least that text doesn't look right to me. But if I put it in full screen, OBS just, I'm having problems with, I'm having all sorts of problems today with OBS, I guess. Whenever I go to full screen, I lose the, the game. Like, I lose my monitor. So, anyways, yeah, I mean, it's never gonna. The game's not gonna be perfect, Merv. I know you're just making, that comment about perfection. I get it. I want the game to be as great as it can be. But at the same time, there's so much to do and so many different aspects of Let me see if I can turn these off. I don't want to see those things. Anyways, there's so much that I want to do with the game, you know, and you guys are going to see that the gameplay is, you know, it's working. It's, you know, it's a game, but there are a lot of little bugs that are happening. I mean, not bugs, but like things I need to fix, like with the stats. I mean, right now you can see with the way this is showing up. Yeah, it's the pixels are a little distorted because of the window size, but that's okay. You guys can get the idea. So one thing that is kind of easy to do right now, it's easy to run. I mean, it's easy to like avoid tackles. So I need to get the speed or the running mechanics to be even better than they've been. I need that improved, and there's a lot to improve. So we'll walk through some of this during the gameplay. I mean, I almost want to go full screen, but if I do, I'm going to have to probably switch back and forth. So let me just go full screen. Let me see what happens. Actually, let me do this. Okay, that should be better. So I wonder if I'm still on. All right. I think it's looking better now. I don't have it on pure full screen, but it'll work for now. So what am I saying? So let me reset here. So there's a lot to do, right? And let me just go full screen and see what happens. See if that breaks everything. Hold on. Yeah, so it didn't like that. So let me switch it over to... Okay, now this is the way it's supposed to look. So I'm going to leave it like this, and if I need to go back to code, then maybe you guys just won't see that part of it. I don't know. No drop frames, so the stream seems to be working better now. Yeah, the goal of the game is to have it be more of the retro style, you know. And you can run with the quarterback. This is the ooh, that's a uniform I just created for the Bills. Why is your shirt all wet? Close the door for me, please. You're not playing games. Okay, close the door, please. Thank you, buddy. All right, so my kid chews his shirt, and it's like soaking wet. Maybe he's teething. He's too old to teeth, though. So anyways, so I can't get on track. I need to get on track. I need to reset. So the game is looking nice. I mean, I love the way it looks. I love the art, and the overlays and the presentation and everything are pretty solid. Ah, drop frames. Really? Now I'm getting drop frames. Wow. This is too much, man. Too much. Wow, this is just I don't get it. I don't get it. Huh. Well, the game is dropping frames again, or the OBS. So as you can see, I can run pretty much however I want. I got the speed. I just got crushed there. I got the speeds a little too fast for some of those players, and running is a little easy right now, you know. Hey, thanks, Paranoid, man. Appreciate it, bro. But you know, like, see, there's these players are all trying to get. I'm so upset today because streaming has been a problem, but I'm hoping to get it working better. I just saw it drop again a minute ago, but we're just gonna roll through it. Um, so this part right here, what's happening right here is so the guy in the bottom, I'll show you. The guy right here on the bottom, he's trying to get into the middle of the huddle, right? But because I want a realistic game, I don't want the guys to just run through each other. So there are times where the players kind of get stuck, and these dudes are trying to get out of the way, but literally I haven't seen this in a long time. They're stuck. So what you can do is just push A, and they kind of get out of the way. So that's kind of a cheap way to do it. But I have the camera zoomed in, and basically if I were to zoom all the way out, you can zoom out as far as you want. I mean, I can do it, obviously, because I'm developing the game, but this is your standard zoom, and then when you hike, the zoom actually goes out, but I had it on debug camera, so we'll try that again in a second. So I like it zoomed in because, like on these types of things, I like to zoom it in because I want to see the players. That's weird though, because the camera, it should zoom out unless the settings got changed. Let me check that in a second. Because when you hike the ball, there's an option to either choose to zoom out or not. And one thing I need to fix is the receiving, the art's not showing. So right now, yeah, that's weird. So let's go ahead and just restart the game here and check out those settings because that doesn't seem right. So see, zoom is on off, which means it won't zoom out. So we're gonna change that. We're gonna change this to off, and I'm gonna turn the hats off because when the hats are on, you can kind of see them under the helmets. Let's see if one guy runs by right now, and I can show you what that looks like. Let's see if any of these dudes have hats on. Hold on a second because my kid is acting up. Hold on. Oh, a couple more drop frames, man. It's crazy. This is starting to really upset me with the stream. I mean, I don't know. Internet, who knows what the hell's going on. I mean, I up my internet speed and everything, and this doesn't make any sense. Whatever. Yeah, I have my own router too. I guess with the helmets on sideways, you can't see the hats anyways, so we'll just roll with it. Let's do exhibition again, and let's actually real quick. What I'm gonna do, you guys probably can't see it right now. Let's see if my left monitor works. Yeah, see, it doesn't even work anymore. Let's see if I can get you on GMS. Yeah, you guys can't even see the code. So whatever, that's fine. I'm gonna make a quick change to the code. You guys really don't need to see that anyways. But I need to do something. I want to put the routes. I want to show the routes so when you pull back, you can see the actual routes. for the players. Let's see. I think it's going to be in the draw event. UI. Sorry, I know you guys can't see this, so I'll just put this up for now. Just hang tight, hang tight, hang tight, hang tight. Let's go back. Where do I do that at? But go ahead and ask questions if you guys have any. I know that this has been choppy today, and I apologize. But doing the best I can to get this going, and I'm a bit of a perfectionist. So when things don't work, I just go nuts. I just start tweaking and tweaking and kind of gets me going crazy. Where the heck is the... Let's see. Where do I put the routes? I'll find them. Just give me a minute. I want to fix this before I go back and play. Here we go. Okay, here we go. I got it. All right, so I'm going to put the gameplay on again. So what I was trying to say earlier about the game is that there's a lot to do. And, you know, I created the Steam page today because I need to start getting some type of presence on Steam. And hopefully I can get people to wish lists and follow it when it goes up. That's going to be a huge help for me. All right, let's go exhibition. And let's just make sure that the settings stuck, because it should. Okay, maybe I didn't stay long enough. We want zoom on. Okay. Let me just try this again. I want to see if that's stuck. So I'm doing live development today, guys. And like I said, I wanted to show you the gameplay. I wanted to do some testing. So you're going to see the gameplay in full screen, and you're going to kind of lose the code. But let me know if you'd rather see the code and not the gameplay not as nicely or whatever. Whatever. Okay, so now we're back on the game. Man, I feel like I'm running on like a laptop and I'm not. Oh, Zoom is not sticking. So I gotta fix that. It's interesting. I swear I had all that fixed already, so I gotta go back and check it out. Alright, let's get back to some type of game here. I want to play against the Sharks. Alright, so let's see. Comments. Don't worry, 1 point ahead. Internet, because the internet quality was up and down. I even had my own router and modem. Yeah. What do you want your strong points to be for the game, draft or visually? What? I mean, to be honest, I'd love to be able to get a game that plays simulation mixed with arcade, like a Tecmo Bowl, but totally different. You know, but the thing with Tecmo Bowl, it was very basic. You know, they really didn't have momentum or any type of advanced player movement. This game is more modern from that standpoint. So I need to make sure that I get those things. I'm going to skip through these here. This is what I was talking about earlier. When they go to the huddle, see how they bump into each other? that I did that on purpose. I don't want these guys to just fly through each other, you know? And so that makes it more realistic in my opinion. But what I need to do, like this guy's running pretty fast. I mean, the guys all have different stats. They have like speed, acceleration, strength. But as you can see, you know, this dude, I can pretty much run away from anybody. And here's my hurdle. You know, the defense, they caught me, but I'm going to be working on getting the gameplay to be challenging. I mean, one thing I want to happen in this game is to make it challenging like the good old days. I mean, the days where we had the NES and Super NES and Genesis and all those 8-bit, 16-bit consoles that, especially the NES, man, the NES was not forgiving at all. I mean, Icarus is a game that I remember playing, and that game was just so difficult to deal with. Now that was a run play I just called, right? Right now I just have the plays. You see how I'm able to run around everybody? Right now I have the plays, the run plays where he just tosses the ball back. But I want to be able to like show like a handoff, because right now he's just throwing it to the, you know, to the running back. So I want to make that change. And as far as the plays go, you'll notice that all the formations that are in the real NFL, I mean, a lot of the ones that we're used to. So we got the routes back now. So all the formations that we're used to are in the game. I'm actually picking random plays in these formations. So like when I press pass, when I select pass, I'm getting one of those random formations, right? So, and the way that the throwing mechanic works here, guys, is I can score a touchdown almost at will. That's why I need to figure this out. And one thing you can do, let me just try to stick to a topic here because I know I'm going all different sorts of places, but one thing that I can do when it comes to the difficulty, right? I can make the computer faster than you. You know, I can definitely do that. I can make the computer where they beat you up, and they beat you up because they're fast. So it makes it harder for you to tackle them, harder for you to, you know, to get by them if you're on offense. One of the things I don't have, as you're gonna see, is the play clock. See, the play clock's at 0 now, and when it goes to 0, obviously I want to have a 5-yard penalty for delay a game, right? So I'm going to be doing that. But you see the throwing mechanic right now is just based on the trajectory of the ball, right? And basically which determines your speed too, because the more you throw a lower pass, the more you get a bullet. So the higher up you have your passing meter, the harder you're going to pass, which is what I was thinking of doing, because I'm like, okay, how can I make the passing challenging in a way where, you know, at first I started to do a cursor back in my old devlogs. I would do this cursor that would, you know, go through and you can, like NFL Fever, you can target the receiver, right? But then I said, you know what? Instead, what I'll do is this is a running play that just got broken up. And what I do right now is I just tell my defense to get out of here, and then the guy picks it up. So it looks stupid. That's why I need to fix the running also. What's going on, Evan? But the passing, so I'm trying to show you passing. The passing meter, what it does is like if you just tap it, it throws the ball really high in the air, like a high toss, right? So I'll show you what that looks like. So I just tap it, see, it throws it kind of high. Now it wasn't that high because the guy's so close to me. But if I were to have a receiver really far away, then it would just fly up in the air forever. And the idea is, as the meter goes up, it resets back to 0 if you missed the hardest pass. So the goal is like, you want to get the hardest pass you can throw. But the only problem with the hardest pass, which is another element, is that the lineman can jump and tip the pass, right? I need to figure out that play clock because I swear I have it set to the right time. It just seems to expire way too quick. So like, I'm going to go ahead and throw a bullet to X. And I think that was a bullet. And he caught it and I got a touchdown. You see a drive summary, which I know there's a bug with those stats that I need to fix. And you get your drive. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be playing the game, fixing bugs, and really I'm going to try to collect video, obviously, for a trailer that I'm going to be creating, right? So I want to put a trailer on the Steam page as part of the, the marketing for the game. Hey, thanks, Golden Crest Games, man. I see you're back on your game, live streaming. I like that. So yeah, I mean, I like it too. I think it's a cool risk reward. Like even the kicking is, right now it's just power, and if you try to time it all the way perfect, then you might miss it, and you'll kick a short kick, right? You can see the chain gang thing there, the first down marker and line of scrimmage marker with the chains. I'm going to be moving that around, obviously. I'd love to be able to have the referees run with the chain, the chain gang. So from here I can pick man or zone. And what I was trying to tell you guys earlier, I don't know if you noticed it yet, but now that I have the zooming on, when they hike the ball, the camera zooms out. And that's an option that I've given the people, right? Whoops. So he got past me. And one thing I need to do is make the AI smarter, right? I mean, I have a movement system, which I'll show you guys right now. I'll show you what that looks like. So let's see. So you see all the blue stuff everywhere because I actually have them on the press. One thing I worked on last week were these press guys. So this movement is my movement system where they look at every one of those angles. Right now I have it set to 8 different angles, and they check to see if there's any collisions happening. Now these dudes are all in this box. They all have their zones that they're sitting in, and they walk around and they take pictures and whatever, right? Which is kind of cool. I mean, listen, I'm a 2K fan. I want simulation as much as I can get it. And the reason why I'm making this game is obviously because I got to move the camera down myself because I already messed it up. I want simulation aspects to the game, as much as possible. And but to do that is easier said than done, right? But I think this game has a lot of potential. I really do. I think it could be a very fun game if I can get it to play the way that I dream it up to be. So I just picked man defense, which was a mistake because they're kicking a punt here, right? So I'm gonna need to just run back and try to grab that manually with one of my guys. See if it goes out of bounds. Alright, picked it up. But I need to go down. The camera should go up. When I catch the ball like that, it should go up. And I have a list of new music files and audio files for the game that I need to add in the game. Like you just heard one there when we changed sides. So the screen basically flipped, if you didn't really notice it, because now we're changing sides. So I think Oh, maybe it's not till the end of the first quarter. Sorry. When the field actually flips. Let me read some comments here. That zoom is a major improvement. The press has AI. That's so cool. Yeah. Oh no, the press. Yeah, the press. The press know to come out during the coin toss. That guy should be blocking. I don't know why he's not blocking. But what's cool and what I spent a lot of time on, so I've been working on this game for, it's been like a year and a half, on and off. You know, with the editor work I did in between, and then packing up, moving, all the things I've done to get myself in a better situation. But I spent a good amount of time taking all of these players and slicing them up. You know, so every player, if I look closer, every one of these players have different, they can have different faces, like heads, eyes. They're all blinking now too, which is new to give life, so you can see them blinking. You have different eyebrows, facial hair, you got dreads, and I'm going to end up making some of this stuff unlockable in the game where you can unlock some of this stuff, right? Like dreads would be cool to get unlocked and things like that, right? So let's go ahead and hike the ball. I'm going to throw it. See, that was a good bullet pass, so I got rewarded, right, for that pass. But what I need to do, there's so much to do. That's why I say I don't know when this game's going to come out. I know my wife wants it to come out yesterday so I can try to make some money. But hey, thanks AJPS. I hope it does well too, man. I mean, I can do all sorts of stuff right now. Now the play's dead because the stupid running thing is all messed up. So I'm gonna try to get out of the way. One thing I have in the game too that I haven't shown you guys yet. There's a lot going on. I just added the thing now where see the players all. You'll notice it next time when they, like right now when they go to huddle. What was happening before is that after every when I tell the players to go somewhere, like they go to these spots here, when I tell them to move to those spots, like right now when they're done with the huddle, they usually just all go at the same time. But now see how they all kind of stagger and they're all randomly leaving at different times to make it feel more real. I don't want all the players to just boom, all of a sudden turn their heads and go. That would look like Madden to me. I'm going to throw a deep bomb to Y. Ooh, out of bounds. So, no good. But I definitely want to get more like gameplay AI, gameplay mechanics, get the game feeling like it's a real football game. And I want fun, I want challenge. I'm going to show you guys real quick with the quarterback. I'm going to show you a stiff arm animation that, you see that? So I have that in the game, but you see the way the guy's doing it? He's all the old art. And right now it doesn't do anything. Now, the reason why he's all red and everything is because that's the art that I got from my artist, and I need to go through and strip out the head and add all the different hair and face. And I mean, that's what I was trying to say earlier. Like all the work that it took me to go in here, and you can see all these guys. They have gloves, or they have like open glove there. They have some tape on their hands. They might not have anything. They may just have bare hands. Even these guys, the way that they are on the floor, some have the 4-point stance, some have the 3-point stance, right? So it just depends on what you do there. But I'm trying to add as much realism as possible to the game. I also put this is my voice here. But when you hut, he bobs his head down. So I mean, the game is definitely coming along. I love these little things here. I did that a while ago to show you what down and yards to go you have. And the mascots are cool too. I'm just running around here. Here's some of the fans. The fans right now are all put in place, but I definitely want to make this dynamic. So if you have a team that's playing well, you're going to get more fans, right? Here's my Here's my mascot for the Buffalo Steel. And even him, he's got AI, so he runs around. He runs around his own, I don't think I'm drawing it, but he runs around his own little boxed area there. But he should eventually move. Man, I'm getting drop frames again. See, so he moves around, and you have like the cameramen in the field, and you know, I want the game to have as much presentation as I can get, because like I said, I'm a 2K guy, you know, and we all know what they did. So let's go ahead and hike this ball here, see if I can get a first down. Woo, baby. Woo, baby. Yeah. Touchdown. Right? So the game has potential to be fun. I mean, even that play I did there, even though it wasn't, you know, it's not, the game's not where I want it to be. And I mean, look at that. I have 118 yards. That's a bug. I think the 12 plays is right, though. But the yards need to, I think they're carrying the yards from the total that I've done since I started. But that play, like there's glimpses that I have where the game feels fun, you know. The game looks to me really awesome. I love the pixel style. That's my, you know, that's my thing. But the gameplay has a lot of work to do, you know. And I'm gonna do the best I can to make it as solid as possible, and you know, and go from there. So we're gonna play till halftime. Then I think I'm gonna do a couple other different modes here and show you guys a few things. Yeah, I dropped some frames again. I don't get it, man. My old house had I had half the speed that I have right now, and better settings than I have on right now, and my streaming was better. I just don't get it. I'm also in I'm a brand new complex, like a newer complex, and when these guys come out, they test the speed. They're like, oh, everything's perfect. Everything's perfect. I'm like, there's no way it's perfect. I'm having problems. So there's something wrong. Something's not right. But hopefully I can figure it out. But the stream seems to be better. I mean, I've dropped 4% of my frames, but let's see if I can guard this guy here. See, as you can see there, the defense, you know, the defense just stands there behind the guy. And I got the defenders playing either man or zone. Like I'm going to do zone right now, and you'll see how the zone works. Skip through this. I also like the way it shows you the defense and the offense on the bottom. That's kind of cool. See, the running game is so basic right now, they can't even get out of the backfield. Hey, thanks, Coleman Jr. I mean, the players have the, you know, the retro pixel style. I actually really like those uniforms for the Buffalo Steel. I like it. I think I'm going to keep them like that for now. Just got him. You know, and the controller vibrates when you get hit. See, these are the modern touches that we didn't have in games like Tech Mobile. You know, when you were playing Tech Mobile, if you were alive back then, back in the good old days, we had an NES gamepad, you know, and those things didn't vibrate. We didn't start seeing vibrating until later on. I don't think vibrating actually came into play until the Dreamcast, which the Dreamcast was revolutionary, as you guys know. I love that game, or that system. I have like 2 of them in my closet here. And talk about 2K, I mean, that's when Visual Concepts was basically born, to at least for the 2K series. You know, the AJPS is asking Javo, do the players' helmets come off after a hard aggressive tackle? Not right now, but they can come off, right? So these are all layered, and my plan. Thanks for reminding me about that because, ooh, I got him. My plan was to have it like that when you get hit aggressively. See, I like that. Marcelino Ross is 4 for 4 in completions today with 27 yards. So, well, I'm dropping frames again. Now I'm reconnected again. This streaming stuff is really, really killing me. But, you know, I'm going to stop complaining about it because what am I going to do right now? At least I'm able to stream. I might just need to start making videos. But I like having you guys here to ask. Ooh, that was a good play. See, the computer AI is not horrible, but it definitely needs improvement. I want to be able to have it to where when you're playing this game, you earn your points and you earn your win. Like right now, the AI should be calling a timeout, which I don't have in the game yet, and kicking a field goal because it's halftime, right? So halftime hits, and now you get the stats, and then the camera starts to pan around. And as you can see, the day right now it's 16:13, so the day cycle, we're at 4 p.m. already. As you can start seeing the day change a little bit. I'm just dropping frames left and right. All right, I'm back. Not sure why it's doing this. I had to just reconnect and then I'm dropping frames again. This is unbelievable. Huh. Wow. What's up?
Hello, everybody.
No, you're not playing games. You're taking a break. You're taking a break. Taking a break. Go wash your hands. I'm back. I don't know if you guys can hear me. So, yeah, I just don't get why this stuff is dropping. This doesn't make any sense. It's unbelievable this is happening. And I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's my internet, but let me read the comments here. You made because if you did, I would buy ASAP. Oh, I did make this. You're talking about this game right here? Yeah, I'm building it. Mr. Mr. A, I'm right. Yeah, I'm coding this game. But let's see. So I was looking at the stats before. So you see the stats are not very good. Definitely on the computer side. I mean, the rushing is suspect. Passing is not too bad. Just want to see if these stats are legitimate. Rushing plays, passing plays. I should call that passing plays, not pass plays. Or rush plays. I gotta change that. Kick return yards, kick returns, average field position, penalties, time of possession, blah, blah, blah. All right, well, I'm winning 14-0, so let's go ahead and let's restart this bad boy. And let me go back to the settings because I need to make sure that the zoom is set to on, which is, that's broken. I gotta fix that. So tournament and challenge modes, I'm gonna end up having like a tournament mode, like a bracket system where you can, you know, go through this tree of games, kind of like a playoff, but not. I'm not sure how that's gonna work yet. But once I get the gameplay at a point that I'm happy with, then I'm gonna work on these two modes here. And challenge mode is gonna kind of be like the situational modes where you get placed in these, you know, difficult challenges and you have to beat them. And if you beat them, you get something. I don't know what that's going to be yet. And training camp is right now, it's just my area where I go demo things out, right? So special move, right? I'm going to be somebody else now for you guys. I'll be the Washington Crowns. But this is just to show you how I test. This is like my lab, right? So I'm running around with my guy. You see, I have momentum too. You guys really haven't seen that yet in the game. But if I go left and right like that, you can kind of see that there's momentum. If I zoom in, you know, you'll see as I gain speed, if I turn around too quickly, then I get a sliding animation. So that's some of the stuff that I'm doing in the game to make it feel more realistic. But I have to still fine tune that because as you can see when you're playing, you really don't see it much, right? So I have the hurdle here. I have a dive, right? I have a stiff arm, which like I told you is just in there as a placeholder right now. So that all kind of seems to be working. I wanted to do a spin move, but to get that to look good in pixel art was more difficult than my artist wanted to deal with. So I don't think we're going to do a spin move. I think we're going to end up doing something else maybe for a spin move. I don't know. And then I'd like to do like a shoulder, you know, almost like a kind of like a stiff arm, but I need to have some moves for sure. Let's start over again. I don't think I have Chicago yet in the game. Right now I only have, I believe it's 6 teams. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so right now I just have 6 teams in the game, but it's really, really easy for me to add more teams. All I need to do is get the logos, and then I basically generate the players, which is what I want to show you guys too again here is the player customization, you know. I mean, it's pretty advanced in my opinion. And so you have speed, acceleration, strength, agility, stamina, injury. Those are just some of the ones that I wanted to add here, and you can change those. Like I can make this guy super fast, super slow. You know, I can mess around with all these options here, and every player is customizable, right? You can put, you know, whatever you want on these dudes. You know, you can put hats and visors and all sorts of stuff. Now, I don't know if the hats are going to show because we have helmets on. Yeah, so you can't change the hat when the helmets are set up. But yeah, face mask. Yeah, you can change all the different face mask types. You can put a visor on. You can change the color of the visor. You can change what kind of visor they have. And you could put like that kind of visor and make them look like pimp. You could put earrings. You can change their earring style if you look at the face. So all this stuff was a lot of work. And so when you asked me earlier, somebody asked me about the helmets flying off. Yeah, the helmets go on and off, right? And I'll show you that in the main menu. But you can change the gloves to be open gloves, closed gloves, tape, or just nothing, right? No gloves. And you can change the color of the gloves. You can change your hairstyle. Put some dreads on the dude, longer hair. You can make the guy bald. you know, balding. You can change their hair color. You can shave them. You know, it's pretty cool what you can do with this. I love customizations. I love like to unlock this stuff. Right now I'm showing you the full gamut. You can make the guy a friggin' zombie if you want to. I've shown you guys on Twitter, if you follow me, I've shown some pictures of that stuff. I mean, it's a little bit fictitious, but you can do it. You know, you have all sorts of skin colors you can pick from. Then you just change his name. I've shown you guys this in other videos, so now he's on there now, and so he's good. Right, so if I go back to the graphics and I take off helmets, take off visors, you're gonna see, oh, you know what? The hats just need to be on, is what it is. Let me try that again. If I go to team editor, lineups, right, see, so here's the hat. So I just didn't have it turned on in the settings, but you know, obviously the helmet covers it, you can't see it. One thing that's cool here too is you can see the number changes. On the field, I don't have the numbers because you can only pick numbers that are not already being used. So you can see it'll skip around. See that? It goes from 32 to 22, which is kind of cool. You can change position, but I'm not probably going to have this because I need to keep the positions set up. But you can see that all this stuff is customizable, undo the changes, whatever. And if I go back to graphics, you can see the helmets go on and off, right? So they're just another layer. So when you asked me earlier about do helmets come off, yeah, they come off. They're gonna come off, and I need to get them to I need to code it to where they fly off, right, when you get hit with a big hit. So we're gonna take the helmets and the visors off, and we're gonna go back to the game here. And you guys are going to be able to see like a little bit different experience here. So let's play against the Minutemen. I'm going to be the Washington Crowns. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I put a lot of work into that. Add he's on fire symbol and cold symbols for O and D. Yeah, I mean, what are you saying? Like icons in the field? But you see here now, I kind of like this, to be honest. Even though I'm a sim dude, I kind of like this because it shows more customizations in the game. You know, you can see the headbands and the hats, and it's, you know, it's fun. Like, oh, another thing too that's cool is if you hit, hey, why is it not working? Hold on. What? That's weird. Huh, you should be able to see the help menu. I don't know why it doesn't show it. Maybe I need to be in a different... Well, I moved my guy out of the way. Well, if the defense touches the ball there, I just leave the ball on the marker. I don't take him to the... I don't basically... Well, actually, that's what you should do. Right? So, let's see. Although I think it's a turnover. If nobody ever touches it. See, that's blood. Sometimes you'll get blood, which I'm planning on. I was working on playing around with the blood. I want to do some type of blood mechanic in the game, like if you get hurt or something. But I don't want it to be every time because it's going to look too cheesy. But throw up your comments if you guys have any questions or anything. I'm trying to read them as I go. See, right now you just basically move away from the players, and you know, if you're fast enough, you can get around them. See that? So it's a mixture of the player being too fast and the defense not being fast enough, and then also the defense not playing the best pursuit angles. And I'm not sure if the camera's zooming out or not. I don't know if I reset that or not. Okay. Just tell her it's okay. You can leave him down there for right now. Just put the gate up. Put the gate up. Yeah, see the camera's not moving back, which is cool because you can see the players a little bit closer. This guy's supposed to be helping me block. See how he's just blocked right there? So I think his range is too short. But I mean, listen, at the end of the day, like there are times when I play this game and I'm like, wait a second, I have so much work to do, and I have a lot to do. But I feel like the core is here, you know, like I have a full game where you can play from start to finish, you know? And 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 there's a lot, you know, and if you just let it play out, like you'll see everything happen in real time. I mean, all the players go back to the bench, and then if they're part of the play, they turn around and they come back, and they go to the huddle. But you see what's cool is you can see, like, I'll zoom in here. You can see the different players and the customization options. I mean, this is why I wanted to spend all that time doing it, because I felt like it was worth it. You know, it was worth the effort, because then I can, whoops, then I can you see he picked up that blocker that one time because he was in his range. I'm gonna go ahead and punt this. But I did the customizations because I want the game to feel like it has a lot of depth to it. You know, I don't want to see the same players. I mean, I really wanted to have different body types, but different body types meant having to multiply the amount of work. You know, for every new body type, I wanted to have 3 different body types. And for every new body type, see, that's a bug there, and that should not be happening. So I have to figure out why that's happening again. That should not be happening. But for right now, I can actually get out of it by just skipping. Is there the ability to take in play information, have it to do it like a replay system? Yeah, I mean, there's the ability to have a replay system, of course, but I don't have that in the game yet, and that's something that I really want to have, because it would be cool to see, you know, to see plays that you like. Definitely, it would be awesome to have like a halftime show, you know, to save all your stats and have that as your halftime show. That would be awesome. So, but in order to do that, you have to capture, as the game's playing, you need to capture every single, basically everything that's going on, every movement that every player has. And you know, with a regular little 2D platformer game, it's very easy because you only have so many characters on the screen. But when you're talking about, like, if you look on here, I have all these players. I mean, these guys are all live actors. I mean, these guys are all sitting in the idle state, and they're running with the AI player bench script, right? So these are real players. I mean, I'm probably gonna maybe change that so it's not so labor intensive, because they don't really need to be fully active players, but they are. I mean, everybody here is a real player in the game. So I'd have to track everybody, everything in the game that's happening, and and then play all that back with all of the data. So it's not simple, but it can be done. Looks pretty good for an indie title. I've been looking for something to scratch my football itch since I stopped playing Madden. Yeah, man, this game, it might not be the best game in the world, but the games like Access Football and Maximum, Doug Flutie's Maximum Football, like I give those guys all the credit in the world for making those games. But to me, like pixel art, like you see here, pixel art to me is timeless. I mean, I love pixel art, and I could play this forever. It never dies. I mean, it's got no age to it, Um, but when you look at those types of games that they're trying to make, I mean, the graphics look like Sega Dreamcast. They look like maybe Xbox, the first Xbox original, right? PS2, PS1, whatever. And those games to me don't age well. Those graphics do not age well at all. They look really, really like just old. But when I look at a game like this feels fresh to me. And indie games nowadays, I know my channel is more about 2K and simulation and all that stuff and the All Pro Football Editor, but the indie scene is huge. Huge. So I could feel it, let's say, JSON about what occurs in the play and make it show. Yeah, you basically can. Let's see what happens here because I don't know if I've ever had it expire on a punt. See, the players are getting all jacked up right now because they were probably upside down. See, that's a bug. See, it expects. See, it's expecting the punting team to be on defense already, and they shouldn't be. So that's a bug. I'm gonna have to notate that and fix that. I'm gonna take a picture of that real quick. See, the game's not perfect. There's a lot that needs to be done, but it's getting there. Yeah, when you say JSON, yeah, you got to store everything in like a flat file, whatever you want, XML, JSON, whatever. And let's go to full scrimmage here. Let's do some practice. This is where I'm going to be doing my gameplay testing. So basically what I do here is I have a mode where I can just go out on the field and practice, right? So I can do some testing. See, I got sacked there, right? So the line of scrimmage is actually very, very like dumb, but it looks pretty decent to me. Yeah, right now I don't have any recording system queue. But you can do it. I know how to do it. I've learned how to do it, but like I said, it's not simple because you see you saw a skid there. It's not simple because I have a lot of players um, and I really haven't even begun to think about implementing that yet because it's a lot of work. I need to get my game working. And that's part of game development. Part of game development is prioritizing, what's important to work on now versus not, you know? And I need to get a game. Like I've worked a lot on what you see. I've worked a lot on presentation. I mean, I spent a long time making these players be fully customizable. But you know what? If the game isn't good on the field, the game won't do well, no matter how good of icing you have on the cake, which is just like Madden. In my opinion, I mean Madden has the NFL license, but in order for a game to be good, you got to have solid gameplay, in my opinion. You know. So I'm gonna do some run plays here so you guys can see the running how crappy it is right now. I'm assuming you have the volume down. I mean, the volume can go up. Let me know if you can hear it now. You should be able to hear it better now. Let me know if that's too low for you. But no, there's sound in the game. It's just basic sound right now. You know, like when you throw the ball, see when you jump. I don't know if you guys can hear that jumping sound. And there's some music playing in the background. I have like 2 sets of music, so it might sound a little weird. But you know, when you get hit, and there's like umph and oof sounds, and you know, guys grunting, and you have the whistle. There's sound effects. It's just a little bit dry because I don't have commentators. I'm not going to have commentators. So that's not happening. Hey, thanks, Q. Yeah. It's not simple, man. Taking on a football game of any size as your first game, as any game, let alone your first game, is you got to be nuts. But I have a lot of work to do, and I want to get this out, so. Yeah, I could do some text commentary. That's a good point. I'm going to run as a quarterback, see if I can get some yards. Ooh. I mean, that's kind of what I did here. You can see the stats. You know, this is why the overlays are here, so you can kind of, you know, at least get some type of presentation. But that's the point. But I mean, the game's playing, you know, and I'm proud of myself for where I've gotten to. And like I said, I think the game has potential, but there's so much to do, and I want the game to be fun. It has to be fun, and it has to be challenging. So here's the running plays. You know, you just basically do a short little throw. So that needs to be improved. But yeah, so I'm gonna probably do some coding now. And I'll be trying to test these streams out. I don't know what's going on. It's driving me insane. I don't know what else to do. I feel like I'm just like stuck because the internet company is telling me everything's fine. I know everything's not fine. I am an IT guy. I know about networking. I'm not ignorant to it. And you know, if they're telling me that their connections are fine, then it's either a connection issue between yeah, that's a problem between me and the servers, or there's something wrong with my computer, like hardware wise, or some setting is off. But like I said, I mean, I've bumped up my internet speed. My computer's working fine. It's the same computer I had in my old house. So yeah, 2K, man. 2K is a great game. I hope they make a game one day. I really do. Because we could use something better to play. I mean, Madden's out, football season's here, and I have it because I got it for free from buying my Xbox One X. But I have zero like urge to play that. Like zero. Like literally, like nothing. And it's crazy. Because right now, all of us should be going nuts with a football game, right? Should be going ham on it. And just getting our football fix. So, you know, I'm hoping that that I can build this game, get it out there, and I hope that people can enjoy it. And it's not Madden. It's not a replacement for Madden. It's not a replacement for 2K football. It's not. That's why I'm making this, because I can't compete with AAA studios. I don't even care if you're 2K1 on the Dreamcast. I can't compare with you. How can you compete with a AAA? That's why I'm not even touching a real life football game, because it's just not, to me as a user, I have no interest. I won't play it. Yeah, I see what you're saying about running plays in the holes. I mean, see, but the problem I have right now is that and I'll show you. Let's see if I can turn it on. I'll show you well, I'm on offense, but I need to get the animations looking better there. But the problem with the running is twofold. I mean, one of them is the fact that the linemen need to create some type of pattern, right? They need to run into a formation, and right now I have them like just attacking the linemen. I don't even have my offensive linemen. There's no intelligence there when it comes to a play. They just try to block. That's all they do right now. They don't try to like support a run or anything like that. So that would need to be the first thing that happens. And the second thing that needs to happen is my running back. My running backs, my AI for running is all based on trying to find the holes, basically, right? But a lot of times what it would do is it'll find out that there's not any holes in front. Like, it'll pick the best. Let me rewind. It picks the optimal path, right? So if you have an entire line in front of you of guys, that's not going to be the optimal path. You're going to want to go left or right. So a lot of times my AI will run left or right to avoid that group of guys, but I need it to run through holes, you know? And I've played around with it, and there's things I've done to make it kind of do that, but there just needs to be more work. Yeah, you could definitely add like animations into the end zone for sure. But you see, my problem is because I layered everything. Every time I want to add a new animation, it takes me quite a bit of work to get the animation in, because now I have to cut it up and make the animation for every single hairstyle, every eye, like eyebrow and gloves and equipment and whatever. Like it needs to get sliced up. So when my artist creates an animation, I'm the one that goes through and slices it all up to get it looking, where it looks in the game. But anyways, I'm gonna head out, guys. Sorry for all the technical difficulties. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I may need to just start making videos, because I don't get what's happening here. Maybe I can do a test on my PS4 or Xbox and see if I can get streaming to work on there, because those used to work fine on my old in my old house, and if they don't work fine here, then I know it's not my hardware. I know it's something with the line. But if the Xbox works and my computer doesn't, then there's something else going on. But I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for coming on to the stream. I appreciate it. And I'll be back at some point, somehow. Peace.